Hello, everyone. This is a Ruko, and I have a very strange tension wrench set up here, the dual tension wrench one. Because that warding is so good, if you're trying to go bottom of the keyway, you can only move the key pins just a little bit before you get blocked by the angle of the warding. So you pretty much have to go over, you have to attack it on this ledge. And as you can see, the key pins are right there. So you can't use a really high lift. I haven't opened this, by the way. I'm just filming this right now. For the last couple of days, I haven't had my... I have a monthly payment. Not a monthly, a prepay thing on my phone where you pay for it month by month. And if you don't pay for it, you still have your phone. You just can't use it. And you just don't realize, if you use a phone as much as I do, how much you need the internet for a lot of stuff. Alright, now I got a little bit of a false set from going back there and hitting 5 and 4. Once I get into this false set here, man, I can't figure out. None of them give me counter rotation. A couple of them are springy. The ones that are stiff feel like they're set. You know, I mean, they don't give any counter rotation when pushing on them, and they feel solid. So yeah, I haven't been able to watch any videos of anything, or check email, or watch anybody else's videos. So you're pretty much just stuck with the old school way of people entertain themselves, either television or some hobby. And my hobby is locks, but I like to take a break from it once in a while, or I get frustrated. And this is one of them that's frustrating because I can get a little bit of progress. Now, when I run into this situation where the pins that gave me the false set were in the back, I start messing around with the pins in the front, and working my way back to see if I can get anybody to move. And then I go back to the ones that actually triggered the false set. The reason for that is because you've already pushed up on it and gotten it to the core to turn. It's probably not that pin now that's holding it up. It's something else. I may be wrong. That's my theory anyway. So yeah, and I have no money to pay my phone bill until my Social Security check hits, and it hits through my credit card. And usually it'll send me a text message on my phone when it's hit, but since you don't have a phone, it's not going to send you anything. So I take my credit card and I walk across the street and I go to stick it in the ATM and try to withdraw some money. And if it says insufficient funds, then I know it ain't hit yet. But anyway, there we go. I got a good further turn just by hitting one. I don't think I'm going to get this guy open, but I'm filming this just in case. And I'll be able to save it, you know, for when I do get... Now, I could walk all the way to Walmart, which is like 3 miles away, one way, but it's pretty hot right now, and it's not worth it. And the library is a little closer. I don't know, they don't necessarily have free Wi-Fi, but if you're a citizen, you can use the computer for 1 hour. You can use the internet for 1 hour each day. I haven't signed up again, but I probably will. And then I was thinking of a bicycle. Man, if I had a bicycle, not only would I get exercise, but I'd be able to get out and explore a little bit more. And it don't have to be a 10-speed or anything like that. It can be one of those old school, you know, where you got one speed, you push on the pedal. But I'll see. Every time I talk about that to my sister, she goes, "You should get your Jeep fixed." Yeah. Maybe. Anyways, this is as far as I get on this turkey. And I don't get any counter rotation when I push up on any pins. They all feel stiff. I'm just putting this guy down here to not only keep the pick from sliding down into that gutter, but if I do run into counter rotation, this guy's kind of hooked up in here, and this one will be better for counter rotation because you have to go like all the way over here before that thing starts counter rotating. I don't know. I've tried it. I tried it without the backup pick tension wrench down there, and it was not successful. Anyways, yeah, sooner or later you're going to run into a lock like this where you get a little bit of progress, but then you get hung up, and then it's what I like to call pin roulette. You just pick a pin that you think is giving you counter rotation, and you make sure your pick is on it as well as you can get it, you know, like centered as well as you can get it. And then, see, I'll show you how much this thing's got to go. Look at that, you just like lose the tension wrench. So we're going to go with the, and even that one has to move quite a bit. There we go. Usually they pop a lot harder than that when you go back. I've done it before where it goes thunk and everything resets. The whole lock resets. I'm probably caught up in one of them, in that sleeve, you know, in that natural counter milling, but see, I'm on one that's giving me a little bit of, you gotta go real slow. I just felt a bunch of them fall back down. I tried different picks. I tried everything. If I can get to Walmart, I could save this video and have it ready to upload through YouTube. And if I get it open, oh, I got some more movement on the cord. Did you see that? I felt it. But it may be that I just went back to when I tried to counter rotate that other one. I just reset the lock and I don't know. Anyways, if I get some money, I'll be able to pay my phone bill and I'll be able to upload videos and watch videos and entertain myself. I almost had a panic attack the other day because I was watching Dr. G Medical Examiner, and you know she's doing autopsies on stuff and on people, trying to figure out the cause of death. And there was like a 26-year-old woman or 29-year-old woman that suddenly died, you know, and they were looking at because she was an organ donor. They kept her on a respirator, but she said that the brain starts turning into jelly after a while, mush, and it gets all mushy. What they she needed to retrieve the brain to see if she had a stroke or you know anything like that, and she finally got the brain out and checked it. All right, I got a slight turn. I hit one again. She checked the brain out and it was all right. So then she went to the second thing, look for the heart, and the heart was all right. And so she started talking about the next main thing they look at is the lungs, and that's where they found. And she starts describing like a lung aneurysm or something where you get blood clots that get up there and the oxygen can't get to the bloodstream. And I started visualizing all this stuff, you know, and I'm thinking, man, I'm 62 years old, and this woman was 29. And la la la, you know, I'm starting to like stress out and panic, and I had to sit down and tell myself to breathe, you know, regularly and everything. But after that, I mean, it was such a weird sense of anxiety and stuff that I broke out into a sweat. It was like a cold sweater or something. Anyway, It's weird, you know. You're thinking, wow, man, if something was happening, I know you can still dial 911 even if your phone is not paid for. You know, an emergency you can still call. But I thought, man, I'm cut off from everything. I can't, you know, I can't look this up on the internet like I usually do. What's the cause of this? Is it really something to be worth, or is it just an anxiety attack? Because I've been worried about stuff before, but never to that point. You know, I think it was just I could feel like my head was on fire, and then all of a sudden, man, really, the whole upper torso just broke out into a sweat around my neck, and my head just got like a fever. It was weird. Maybe it was just coincidence that it was the same time that this doctor was doing all this stuff. Because my mom used to worry about stuff a lot, and I told her, man, that's wasted energy, you know, worrying about things that you can't. But I think some of it's inherited genetically. So I went too far with that one. Got it back. I hit number 2 and it came back a little bit. Yeah, so this is when I go. It's 11 minutes. I pushed on 1. I got a little further. But this is all I get. The back will talk to me, the front, the middle, but the damn thing won't open. And I've taken the back thingamajiggy off, you know, the cam. So it's not that I've gotten it so far that it's hitting something. Nope. And I didn't get a key with it, but I'm sure that it functions and it works. It's just a damn good lock for. I think this is just a stock lock. I don't think he made it into a challenge lock. Lockmania. So, yeah, Ruko Land. They really knew how to. I think he says this was a Model 500. Anyways, it's a model of kick my butt, is what it is. Because, like I said, I can get some progress. I can get that much turn on the core, but forget getting any further past that. And I've tried different picks, you know, like little pointy ones, thin ones, thicker ones. Try to finesse my way in, try to force my way in. You know, that guy right there, he feels really binding. Nobody else really does. He's right back here. All right. This is where I got to make sure I'm on the ones that are really binding. I got to make sure I'm on a pin and not warding, because warding feels like a binding pin too. But it's not going to move when you do this. And you're going to reset the lock. All right, I got a little bit of movement. I felt it go clink, clink. So I think I did that one all right. Anyways, this is a tough little lock here. I could just imagine a burglar in front of a door trying to pick this sucker. May I help you, sir? No, I'm almost there, man. Don't arrest me yet. I'm trying to break in. I've got a good turn on the core. Yeah. I say burglars don't bother to pick. Usually because this is what they're going to run into. They're not going to be able to. They're going to spend too much time in front of the doorway. They're not going to be able to explain it. Like they're the owner and he had a key stuck or something. No. Going to get caught up. And then they're going to spend time in the big house. All right, I'm going to try this guy. He's like number 2. Oh, see that? That's what it normally does when I try to reset it. Thunk! And then it almost like completely resets the lock when you do that. Oh, anyways. Well, it helps to, you know, actually film this and act like I'm talking to someone, because I can eventually put this thing up. But it's going on 15 minutes. Oh, I got a little bit more of a turn on the core. Every time a little bit more. But see, this is just, it's the same. You go in the back and you hit one, like pin 4, and you get a little bit of turn on the core, and then you hit pin 5, and you get a little bit more, and then that's it. Up in the front, somebody will give you a little, like this guy right here. Nope. See, I was on warding. I reset the lock, so that's a good time to stop. But yeah, sorry, I couldn't even see most of that. My thumb was in the way. But that's a Ruko.